So we're back at the Vine Ridge house, and it's really exciting because now we've got the walls off and we can see what's behind, and we had some exciting things evolve. As I was leaving the property, I noticed that there was a second-story window, and I pulled back around and talked to our contractor and said, is there any reason why we can't include that second-story window? So he said, I'll call you back. And what we discovered was that the ceiling that we had seen was being held up by just little 2x4s. There were no load-bearing joists. So this is not something that you want to play with. Don't be ripping down a ceiling on your own. Make sure you have a licensed contractor there saying, yes, you can do this, or no, you can't. We had great news. It was just being held up by little 2x4s, which is essentially what you're seeing here, 2 inches by 4 inches. They were just belts coming across, and they were holding that ceiling in. In order to discover that, though, first we had all this blown-in insulation, which the guys will show you later, that our contractors had to go in and shovel the insulation out to see what we had. And that was all done from above in the attic. You have to be very careful when you're walking in attics, because a lot of times there's nothing there but drywall, and you can go right through it. So exercise caution, have somebody who knows what they're doing when you go up there the first time. Get to know your attic before you start walking around in it. It's advisable to bring some wood planks so you can place it between the joists and walk on it so you're not in danger of going through the drywall. Again, total hazard to do that on your own. But the guys were able to take the insulation out from on top of what we were looking at the ceiling here, see that it was just these 2x4 joists. We would have been looking for a lot bigger boards bound together, creating a more of a load-bearing structure that would have told us we can't just take it down. There are ways to do that, but it would have taken probably more money and more time, none of which we want to play with. We have a limited budget here we're trying to stick within, so it was, again, really good news for us that we didn't have that and that we were able to go up, and you're going to see that height later. Really changed the whole face of the room. So now, although we still have a long, skinny room, we have a long, skinny, tall, happy room with an extra window. And light is very important to me. Whenever we can access light, you can't go to Home Depot and purchase light. So one of the best things you can do is just let the light in a room. Oftentimes it's as easy as just opening some blinds. You can change the room. Just get used to your room with more light and less curtains. Again, you can't buy light, natural light. So now we've gained an extra window. We've got a more well-lit room.